Hi guys, welcome to Code World, and today I'm backing into the question called subsets. It's a medium level question in lead code. So basically what is the question is, they are given a nums of unique elements. We have to return all the possible subsets. And we have to make sure that there should be no duplicate subsets. We can return it in any order. For example, let's take an example of nums 1 2 3. So the possible subsets are null set 1 2 1 2 3 1 3 2 3 and 1 2 3. You can observe that there are no elements like 2 1 or 3 1 because 1 2 and 1 3 is already present, so it should be unique and distinct. So how we can solve this? So basically whenever this question uh, comes, always go for backtracking or regression based approaches. So basically we are solving this using a backtracking concept. So always remember, when you're going with backtracking, may always uh, see that there are two options: either go with it or don't go with it. For example, one, don't consider it, either consider it. For example, in this 1 2 3 example, we don't consider one, we consider one. In this 2, we don't consider 2, we consider 2. And in this 3, we consider uh, 3, we don't consider 3. We don't consider 3, we only consider 1. We consider both 1, 2. Right? So in this we don't consider 3, we consider 3. And in this consider we don't consider 3 and we consider 3. So in this you can observe one thing, that every subsets is in our leaf node, right? I'm sorry. Every subsets are settled in our leaf node. That's what it does actually. So for example, if you can't get to the solution, so that time we just return and backtrack. That's basically how backtracking works. If none of the solution is left, we just backtrack and go to the next node. Right? That's how backtracking works. So basically, let's see the code for better understand. Basically, this is a code. Basically, we are taking a vector and we are taking a multi-vector, double vector. That is because we need to store each subset, and we have to store the vector of vector, right? Because this one vector. So what we are doing is, we are taking a helper function solve. What solve does is, it just includes v's. Currently it's empty, takes empty. And we have a base condition that if j, what is j? J is presently a 0, it's a counter variable. If this is greater than nums.length, just return, right? So what it does is, when uh, v is complete, we just return it, right? For example, let's go with an example. In this case, j will be 0. So first answer, we just display null set, then we just go with 1. 1 will be displayed, and again 1 is already in, so 2 will be added. So 2 will go to 1, 2 will go to answer. Just a minute, I'll just run this. You can see how the pattern comes by your own. See, as I said, first null set will be displayed, and it enters a for loop, and 1 will be displayed. And because 1 is already in it, so already 1 is already the v subset. And again 0, after 1, it becomes j becomes 2, so 1 2 will be added. And again, since it's still it's still satisfying the condition, again 3 will be added, right? Now it checks if j is greater than, after this it becomes 4, right? So it returns the string. So after returning the string, what it does is, it comes here, it pops back. So pops back in the sense what? 2 will be popped off and 1 3 will be added, right? You get the concept, right? Just if you don't get it, just draw the tree and run the code by yourself. Like, just keep the tree beside you, tree diagram, and just run, see the code, and you will understand it. So let's run this. It does work. So uh, that is it from in this video.